Hello, welcome. What can we do if we meet a person who is complaining or who is very angry? We all know that in these situations, after talking to the other person, we feel tired. Can we do something against it? Well, there are physical laws against which we cannot do anything. For example, if two people meet and one of them has a higher energy level, than the other, then the energy will tend to equalize, which means the person who had higher energy will have lower energy at the end, and the other person higher. Of course, not the same. And there is another physical law that the energy is flowing to the direction of lower resistance. What does it mean? Every emotion has a certain frequency. For example, courage has a higher frequency than shame. So if two people meet and one of them trying to put shame to the other person who is actually feeling courageous at the moment, if he or she is able to keep this frequency of courage, then he or she will not be affected. So, do we need any protection at all? Yes, I think we do every morning in a healthy way, especially those people who had a bigger physical or emotional trauma in the past. Because if you have such a trauma, our borders are broken, both the physical one and both the other one, which tells you how close a person can come to you when you still feel comfortable. So, what kind of protections people are doing today? I'm going to tell you three different levels. The first one is when people are putting on themselves different symbols, lights, colors, and this is okay, but we need to be careful about what, from whom we are asking for protection, because in the universe there are different kind of forces, good and bad, to make it simple. Anyway, if we are asking God, or as we say in Hungary, good God, then we cannot go wrong. The other thing, it shouldn't be a dependency for us. And also, we shouldn't do it from fear. I remember once one of my teacher told us, and she didn't put the symbol on herself, and that day she was fired from her workplace. So, of course, you feel there is something really wrong with it. So, what's the next level? The next level is when you decide that you are not going to be attached from any energies outside. And I think it's a necessary step, but usually it's not enough. So, it can happen that we are trying to keep our peace outside, but inside, if we feel angry or upset. And this condition is making us really too prone to have autoimmune diseases. So it's much better to put it out if you are angry, of course, in a proper way. And the third level, which is the best, according to me, that every evening you sit down and you think over your day. And you think over every situations, how you could have been better, how you could have been behave in a more appropriate way, polite way, respectful way. And we look inside what time we were behaving the same way as the other person who disturbed us. And this way, we slowly understand that the other person is not an enemy, and we will be much more tolerant at the end. So, I hope it helps you. Have a nice day, stay happy, stay healthy.